Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Adam Cellini. Topping our news tonight, Sarasota police are investigating an armed robbery at a Circle K convenience store. That store is located along Tuttle Road near Ringling Boulevard. Investigators say a man entered that store with a knife, demanding money from the clerk, and then fled the scene with an undisclosed amount of cash. No one was injured, and the suspect is described as a white male wearing a hoodie, approximately 6 foot 5 inches tall. If you have any information that could help officers locate this suspect, you are asked to contact the Sarasota Police Department and Detective Ross Revel. That number is available on our website, mysuncoast.com. The search is also on for a suspect involved in a double shooting that happened in Bradenton earlier tonight. 2 men were found with gunshot wounds near Carlton Arms on State Road 64 earlier this evening. They were both found near a car that had crashed into a fence. Both victims have been transported to Blake Medical Center, where officials say they were sent into surgery. There is still no update on their current condition. If you have any information that may help investigators in that case, you are asked to contact Manatee County Crime Stoppers at the number listed on your screen. That number 866-634-TIPS. In other news, the Manatee County chapter of Habitat for Humanity is in the middle of a unique project. ABC 7's Erica Jackson shows us how their latest build is drawing 2 different groups closer together.
This home on 17th Avenue West represents a future for one family as it provides closure for another.
Everybody's so excited and enthusiastic about getting the job done.
For Jackie Melendez, this project is more than just a house. It's a home, her home.
Everybody's here is full of love and support, and everybody works so hard together to make it happen.
Melendez is familiar with Habitat for Humanity. She is a volunteer homebuyer for the organization, and the single mother recently learned she was financially eligible for this next house to help her and her 2 children. The 3-bedroom, 1,100 square foot home will be done in a few months.
Just to see the fruit of your labor and just to know that you worked so hard for it that you're going to get the benefit of it.
Construction would take an extra month if it wasn't for Carpenter Contractors of America. The group is donating labor and materials to build the roof and interior walls. They say it's in honor of their vice president, Jeff Pfeiffer, who died in a car crash in Parrish in September.
We all stick together, and when times are trouble, we are all there for each other.
It's great that they brought all of their people to work on our houses today, as it's going to help us get our families into a home much quicker.
Once the project comes to an end, the 5th Habitat house in the city of Bradenton will honor the man coworkers describe as a gentle soul, full of life.
I know he's sitting on a cloud above us, watching us all and smiling with pride.
The project is expected to be complete by June of this year. Reporting in Bradenton, Erica Jackson, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
All right, thank you, Erica. More than 100 families have purchased and built homes through the Manatee County Habitat for Humanity program since 1994, and they try to build 5 houses every year. You can visit our website, mysuncoast.com, to find out if you or someone close to you is financially eligible for that program. Well, a 5-year legal battle over a beachfront treehouse could end up before the U.S. Supreme Court. A Holmes Beach couple is fighting their island city to leave their treehouse alone. After 2 years, the couple was told they needed a permit for the nearly $30,000 treehouse, and then after applying for that permit, they were denied. If the Supreme Court refuses to hear their appeal, the treehouse must go. Justices had their first opportunity to consider that case in a closed-door conference on Friday. A decision on whether to take the case could come as early as Monday. Florida Fish and Wildlife experts are working around the clock to help cold-stunned sea turtles along our Gulf Coast. FWC says crews have rescued over 600 sea turtles in our state over the last few days as Florida experiences below average water temperatures. Cold-stunned sea turtles may float lifelessly on the water or near shore. Experts say the critters start to feel the cold when water temperatures drop below 50 degrees. If you see any wildlife in distress, you are asked to contact FWC's Wildlife Alert Hotline at the number listed on your screen. That number 888-404-3030. 3922. And now let's head over to Wendy Ross for a check on our first alert weather forecast. And Wendy, it's cold outside.
It is cold outside. It's one more night of chilly weather. We've got the winds coming in out of the northeast right now. We have clear skies at this hour, and we're going to continue to see the clearing conditions throughout the nighttime hours. But we're also, because of this radiational cooling, we'll continue to see those temperatures going down. So right now we've got temperature readings that are in the 50s, but they're going to be dropping down into the 40s, and overnight lows finally get down to 40 degrees, but you'll notice we have clear skies all the way through. So we had a couple of passing clouds earlier today, not providing any rain, and now we've got the clear skies on top of us, and we're not expecting to see any showers, but all of that is going to change. We're going to be talking about the changes coming our way in our forecast. As you can see, temperatures right now in the 40s, near 49 degrees in Venice, 46 degrees at the airport, and it is very crispy feeling outside. Adam?
All right, thank you very much, Wendy. Well, it's crispy here, but that deep freeze is taking a hold of much of the other parts of our country. You could take a look at this drone video that was taken over Massachusetts today. The northern states feeling those temperatures that are like double digits below zero. Some parts of the south are into the single digits, and as ABC's Elizabeth Herr reports, it's creating a whole lot of chaos.
It is so cold in central Florida, even the manatees are huddling in a canal.
They like to come in here and get a little bit of warmth. They don't like cold weather either, just like the rest of us.
Temperatures in parts of the Sunshine State reaching the mid-20s. The cold also wreaking havoc at airports up and down the East Coast. In Charleston, South Carolina, one of 2 runways finally reopened after a rare snowfall.
We're not equipped like you would be, say, in Boston. We expect this kind of weather maybe once every 10 years.
Normal service expected Sunday morning. At New York's JFK Airport, a backlog of flights led to long tarmac delays. One woman spent 7 hours stuck idling on the runway.
I think everyone's just doing the best that they can in this situation. We understand that, JFK is kind of like a logistics disaster area right now.
In North Philadelphia, in the meantime, a tragic end for firefighters battling not just the elements, but also a row house fire. 2 people were killed, including a firefighter who died after part of the structure collapsed.
Every one of our firefighters and paramedics, every day on every shift, put themselves in harm's way for us. We will be there for his family forever.
In Chicago, with Lake Michigan on ice, an eerie skyline, and an empty, windy city, only a few brave souls taking on Mother Nature. And in Vermont, the cold weather too much for avid skiers. Killington Resort, one of the most popular in the Northeast, closed due to the Arctic air. It is expected to reopen Sunday. Elizabeth Herr, ABC News, New York.
And in other news, the Trump administration has released its master plan for securing the border. The total cost will be $33 billion over a 10-year period. $18 billion will be for the border wall and $15 billion for the technology, personnel, and readiness involved. The administration's plan spreads the cost and construction over the next decade. For fiscal year 2018, the request is for 60 miles of primary wall and 14 miles of secondary wall, costing $1.6 billion. The numbers increase in subsequent years, and Congress has not yet agreed to those requests. On Tuesday, the Florida legislature's annual 60-day session will begin. The only thing lawmakers are required to do is pass a budget, but there are more than 2,500 bills already filed on a wide range of topics. One of those topics has been a big one this year: sexual misconduct. 2 state senators have resigned over the past 2 months, one acknowledging an extramarital affair with a lobbyist, while another was investigated for sexual misconduct. Attorney General Pam Bondi says her top legislative priority will be a bill protecting women who come forward with allegations, while Governor Rick Scott has issued an order to state agencies aimed at strengthening sexual harassment policies. The State House race to replace Alex Miller is heating up. After winning the Democratic primary, candidate Margaret Good hit the campaign trail door to door today. She was joined by about 60 volunteers, including City Commissioner Hagan Brody. The group's message: get out and vote. The general election for the House seat will be held on February 13th. Early voting will begin on February 3rd. Democratic candidate Margaret Good is running against Republican candidate James Buchanan and Libertarian Allison Foxall. Legendary astronaut John Young has passed away. NASA saying Young died Friday night following complications from pneumonia. He was the agency's only astronaut to go into space as part of the Gemini, Apollo, and Space Shuttle programs, and the first to fly into space 6 times. He was also the 9th man to walk on the moon. He died at home in Houston. He was 87 years old. Still to come here on ABC 7, new details in the investigation into a mass shooting at a country music festival in Las Vegas. How many times officials say hotel staff interacted with the shooter. Plus, one lucky Florida local could be a multimillionaire. A look at those winning numbers for last night's Mega Millions and tonight's Powerball drawing.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
Thanks to all of you who participated in ABC7's Paris Vacation Giveaway Contest. Join us as we congratulate our grand prize winner, Heather Caston of Bradenton. She and her husband, Clint, are going on an amazing 6-night dream vacation for 2 to Paris, the most romantic city in the world.
Thank you, ABC7, for going to Paris.
Congratulations, Heather and Clint. We hope you have the trip of your lives. ABC7, we're here for you.
Soldiers in the Army National Guard serve to give back to their country and communities. Their part-time commitment qualifies them for an array of benefits, such as affordable health and life insurance benefits, education benefits, including tuition assistance, student loan repayment and GI Bill programs, a retirement plan based on part-time service, and VA home mortgages. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about all the benefits available in the Army National Guard.
My name is Julius. I have cerebral palsy. I work for Farmer Jeffrey Weising Law Firm. I do a lot of data entry and scanning documents. I want to increase my working experience to make the company much better. At the end of the day, it's good to think of the day's work and to think about what I have accomplished.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to abilitieswork.employflorida.com.
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate. It's worn like a badge of honor with good reason, because it means love and devotion for one's country. But what really makes up this country of ours? It's the people. To love America is to love all Americans. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, sexuality, disability, race, religion, and other labels. Because love has no labels.
Enjoy some of the best Suncoast restaurants on me. Just go to mysuncoast.com/dining, sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, and you can win a $50 gift card to a restaurant in our area. We'll pick a winner each week, so go on our website and sign up now.
Sweet. O.J. Simpson is threatening to sue the Cosmopolitan Resort in Las Vegas over a November incident. In a letter sent to media outlets Friday, Simpson's attorney said casino staff acted, quote, with malice and racial prejudice, end quote, toward Simpson. Cosmo staffers are accused of falsely claiming Simpson was banned because he was drunk and disruptive. The incident allegedly happened shortly after Simpson was released from prison. The former NFL star is considering suing for at least $100 million. Well, you can check those Mega Millions lottery tickets. One lucky person is now $450 million richer, and that ticket was bought right here in Florida, just north of us, at a Port Richey 7-Eleven convenience store. People there waking up this morning and rushing to check those tickets after hearing the news.
Oh my goodness, Port Richey! Of all the places in the United States, Port Richey. And we definitely checked our tickets a couple times this morning just to make sure.
And in case you missed it, those winning numbers were 28, 30, 39, 59, 70 with a Mega Ball number of 10. But if you didn't win, don't despair. You can grab those lotto tickets and we'll have your winning Powerball numbers coming up in just a few. And that one is also life-changing money, if you ask us. Yeah, it's like 500 million or something. It's up there.
That would be life-changing.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Oh gosh, yes. Oh gosh, yes.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what is life-changing for a lot of people is this cold weather. Holy
life-altering.
Moly. It
weather.
is. It's life-altering, isn't it? I mean, it's just crazy. And for us here, I mean, we're not getting snow.
Yeah.
And we're not getting sleet.
But I can't
it
wear
is cold.
we can't wear our bathing suits around all the time and our
No
flip-flops.
flip-flops.
I just don't want to live in a world where we can't, do that on a daily basis here in Florida.
And he was all dressed up in his shorts, and he did have, at least he had a sweater on. I was so glad.
It's what we think we're buying into.
Yeah, I tell you what. Well, things are about to change. So this is what's going on tonight. We still have one night left. We've got one night of cold weather. Temperatures are going to get down into the 40s. They're already there. Clear skies for the night. But then this week, temperatures are going to start to warm up. So today, we only had a high of 60 degrees. So that's chilly. Look at where we're supposed to be. 71 is our normal temperature, 52 the overnight low. We got down to 38 degrees last night. We'll get down to 40 tonight. And 60 was our daytime high. So overnight period, you can see our temperatures are going to continue to go down. 40 degrees at 4 in the morning, and then we start the warm up tomorrow, and by 10 o'clock we'll be at 53. And it does get better after that, I promise. So 46 degrees right now. It's that crispy feeling with that dew point at only 31 degrees, and our humidity is low, 56%. Winds are coming in out of the east-northeast. And what's going to happen is that we're going to continue to see the clear skies developing tonight, and we just had a passing cloud that came on through earlier, but no rain. We haven't had any rain, but again, all of this is about to change because this high pressure system is going to be moving into the Atlantic. And as it moves into the Atlantic, the winds are going to shift around. We're going to see them coming in more out of the east-southeast. That's going to help to warm us up. And we're also going to start to see a low pressure area that is located out in the Gulf, and it is going to start to make its way across the northern Gulf of Mexico. You can see the showers and associated thunderstorms with that, and that's eventually going to make its way over here. So we are going to see the rains developing with the best chance of rain on Tuesday and Wednesday of this upcoming week. But for tomorrow, we start to see some of those showers coming onshore along the east coast. They don't come to the west coast. We're still going to see plenty of sunshine here tomorrow. It's going to be a beautiful day. And then it's going to be Monday when we start to get the rains coming on through, but it's going to be during the overnight time period. A little bit of cloud cover coming in throughout the day on Monday. And then we get some of these showers that are going to be moving through along the west coast before the heavier rains come on in, and that takes place on Tuesday. So again, the temperatures tonight are going to be on the chilly side, but we warm up tomorrow very close to 70 degrees, 67, 68 degrees for the daytime high. And then we're going to see things really start to warm up as the week progresses. Right now, all the really cold weather is bottled up across the Great Lakes, the Northeast, but we're still freezing down to the southeast, with Atlanta now reporting 27 degrees, and it's 14 in Raleigh. And now this is what it's going to look like over the next couple of days. We've been talking about it all along. Tomorrow, 68 for the high, lots of sunshine. Rain comes in during the nighttime hours on Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday are going to be your big rain chances, but look at the temperatures. This is the price we pay for our temperatures back up very close to 80 next week. Adam.
All right, pick your poison here in Florida. We got sports coming up next. Stick around.
It's time to take a road trip. Alabama's got 100 road trips, and some will take you back in time to the Civil Rights Movement or even the Civil War. You boys play nice now. From Helen Keller to Hamlet. Check out these big guns. We're talking the USS Alabama. Alabama's got 100 road trips. Plan yours at alabama.travel.
Which one you gonna take?
Designers do it with style.
Tell me what's going on here.
Why, you don't like my hair? The Mark and Mandy Show. In-depth design ideas.
What is up with the tuck tape here? Let's cover it up.
Amazing beauty and fashion tips.
So Halle Berry has amazing skin. Her secret is coffee grounds. No.
Delicious recipes.
Today, I'm gonna show you a special dish that is sure to please that special someone in your life.
Watch the Mark and Mandy Show right here on your favorite channel.
Mark Zupan, part of the U.S. Paralympic rugby team. In my game, movement is everything. I get frustrated when my move is blocked, especially when that guy has no right to be there, even just for a minute. I love a challenge, but I don't like to play this game every day.
A message from the United Spinal Association.
Everything all right?
Actually, you know how Tom had knee surgery?
Sure.
We found out Brad's been taking his painkillers. And it turns out he's been doing it for a while.
Most people don't know what to say about drugs, but we do. Visit us at drugfree.org.
Thank you.
You got a king?
Go fish.
It only takes a moment to make a moment. Take time to be a dad today.
My goal every day when I come into work at ABC7 is to tell your stories, give you that major local news and those details that you really care about. I'm Jacqueline Matter, and I'm here for you.
Now, sports.
Well, the NFL playoffs have begun. You may have noticed instead of our early newscast tonight, ABC viewers were treated to a wild finish in the AFC wildcard game. It was the Titans visiting the red-hot Kansas City Chiefs, and we'll just start with the play everyone's talking about or will be talking about. 3rd and goal, Titans down 18. Marcus Mariota throws a pass to himself, essentially. Let's take another look at that. Right off the hands of Darrelle Revis, and Mariota picking up all the fantasy points, if that were still a thing right now. 4th quarter, that's Derrick Henry filling in for an injured DeMarco Murray and doing just fine. 35-yard touchdown, 2-point conversion, no good. It's 21-16 Chiefs. Remember, the Chiefs were up 21-3 at the half, but Mariota to Eric Decker, and that makes it a 22-21 Titans lead, and they stun Kansas City in Arrowhead Stadium. First Tennessee playoff win since 2003. In the NFC, Atlanta Falcons are in the wild card game against the Los Angeles Rams, hoping to stop that NFL best offense. They are currently up 26-19. That game winding down in just the final minutes, could be seconds at this point. The University of Florida looking for their 5th straight win in men's basketball, 3rd straight against an SEC opponent. Missouri's Jordan Barnett, though, red hot in this game, 6 for 9 from downtown. The senior finishing with a game-high 28 points, and how about that one from deep? That's an NBA three-pointer. Now, the Gators were down 8 with 6 minutes left in the game, but able to claw their way back into this one. Jalen Hudson and one with the layup. He led the Gators with 16 points, cuts the deficit to 2. The Tigers trying to hold it for a final possession, but check out this heads-up play by Chris Chiozza, the senior guard. Easy layup with 0.1 seconds remaining, and Florida wins 77-75. It is their 2nd straight SEC road win. Tampa Bay Lightning starting 2018 with a lengthy road trip, playing their third and final game up in Canada tonight against the Ottawa Senators. Bolts able to rally from 3 goals down early, but in the third period give up 3 more to the Senators, and they lose their second straight game. Next stop, Detroit. Then it's home again on Tuesday, where they will host Carolina. More to come here on ABC 7. Stay with us.
To be able to just get my son here and not think about how we will pay for it, it just takes so much weight off of my family. St. Jude allowed me to focus on being a mom to Bryce. And sometimes I'm just in awe of the impact St. Jude has, not only on this community, but the world.
So I kind of grew up all across the country. I come from 5 generations of military men. My dad is still active duty. My grandpa is retired Marines. I like going for runs with my dog. I love, taking her out to the dog beach over in Venice. There are so many things here to do on the Suncoast. My goal every day when I come into work at ABC 7 is to tell your stories, give you that major local news and those details that you really care about. I'm Jacqueline Matter, and I'm here for you.
Are you a food lover, restaurant goer, or home cook? Then check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC 7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, and helpful step-by-step videos. And you'll love the restaurant guide with direct links to your favorite Suncoast eateries. Whether you're cooking in or dining out, whet your appetite with tasty tips from Chef Judy at mysuncoast.com/dining.
Here's something we bet you didn't know. Nearly half of all cancers can be prevented. That's right, half. Nearly 50%, mostly by making small everyday changes in your diet and controlling your weight, walking more, eating less, and eating foods that help you and your family to seriously reduce the risk of cancer. And of course, by not smoking. Visit the Cancer Prevention Together We Can website and get a free 30-day planner filled with tips, recipes, stats, and more about protecting your family. Go to prevent50.org.
My name is Haley. I have Fragile X syndrome. I work with Chartwells at Einstein's and FAU. I like being up front and interacting with students. The students are very nice and very hungry. Having a job is a big ticket for independence.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Good kisses. Good kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you.
Yeah.
It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights. The Florida Lottery winning numbers are sponsored by Frontier Fios.
Well, comedy fans are mourning the loss of actor Jerry Van Dyke today, the brother of Dick Van Dyke. Passing away, his wife says the 86-year-old comedian died of heart failure in Arkansas Friday afternoon. Van Dyke was best known for playing the assistant coach on the hit series Coach. That show aired in the 1980s and 90s. Jerry's wife says she and her husband suffered a major car accident 2.5 years ago, and the comedian just never fully recovered from those injuries. Well, with all the flight delays, people were certainly frustrated and spending a lot of time in airports this week. One woman going viral for taking some time out to soothe some of those passengers, playing violin at JFK Airport for the crowds of people waiting for their flights. Soothing to some, also maybe pushing others closer to the edge. I don't know. How would you feel about it?
I think it's wonderful.
I could see it.
No, it would be. I
Calming
think it would
somebody
be,
down.
For me, it would be very nice. Yeah. Anybody who has a talent like that, oh my goodness, I think that's wonderful.
Absolutely. Throw a coin in the jar or the case. Thank you very much.